you remember the last dream you had? We all have dreams, and whether you remember them or not, the average person has about 5 dreams every night. The state of sleep where dreams are born is called REM. This stage of the sleep cycle is useful for more than just dreaming. REM sleep is valuable to the human body and mind. It helps with memory, learning, and while balancing mood and emotion. First, I'll discuss what REM actually is. Then I'll delve into the science of it all. Second, I'll talk about the important role REM plays in a healthy lifestyle. Finally, why people don't get enough REM sleep and what REM sleep disorder is. I've always been interested in dreams. When I found out REM is where dreams originate, I spent hours researching it. I'm still as interested as I first was. The science of REM is kind of complex. REM stands for rapid eye motion because our eyes behave like they would when we're awake. REM is the final stage of sleep. There's 4 stages before it. The first stage is a light sleep, and stages 3 and 4 are deep sleep. Deep sleep is where our body restores our energy and repairs itself. REM sleep is when our brain is most active. It's categorized by those rapid eye motions, increased heart rate, and twitching of the face and limbs. REM is associated with very vivid dreams. Since it's our brain's most active time, it makes sense that this is when we dream. We can dream in the other stages of sleep, but they're not real dreams. The reason for dreaming isn't fully understood. Some believe it's our brain linking past and present, and others think it's just our brain's storytelling in our awakened state. Having dreams may be our brain's tactic to help with memory and emotional balance. During REM sleep, our bodies go into a state of paralysis to protect ourselves. Bodily harm can often be caused by trying to act out our dreams, so the body shuts down the use of our arms and legs to avoid harm from tripping and falling. Knowing what REM sleep is helps us better understand how it affects us on a daily basis. REM sleep is complex, but one thing we know for sure is it's important. REM is the stage of the sleep cycle that leaves us feeling refreshed. All the sleep stages are important, but since REM is the last stage, it's often the one that gets interrupted. People who don't get enough REM sleep are also at a higher risk to suffer from anxiety and have reduced coping skills. According to the Lung, Heart, and Blood Association, during REM sleep, our brain removes neurotoxins and waste. Not getting enough REM sleep can lead to neurological problems later in life. Perhaps the most interesting part about REM sleep is the profound impact it has on memories and learning. Babies go in REM for about 50% of the time that they're asleep, whereas adults it's only about 20%. Babies are thought to have more REM because the amount of learning they do in such a short period of time. Studies show that we need REM to remember what we learned. For example, cramming for an exam and staying up late is actually counterintuitive because you're not getting the REM sleep that your body needs to remember the information you learned. A study on rats showed that just 4 days without REM sleep actually affected their long-term memory. REM doesn't only help babies learn and remember, but it actually shapes their brains. Research shows that REM is responsible for developing more mature neural connections. Without REM sleep, our brains wouldn't develop as quickly. Clearly, REM is important. So why are some people not getting enough of it? And what is REM sleep disorder? Alcohol is the leading cause and why people don't get enough REM sleep. A lot of people use alcohol to fall asleep more quickly, but it actually reduces the amount of REM. This is mainly the case in people who drink a lot before bed, not just a glass of wine or two in the evening. Another factor is being woken from sleep. Since REM is the last stage of sleep, it gets interrupted the most. Getting enough hours of sleep are really important too because sleep is a cycle, and in each cycle of REM gets longer. More sleep means more REM. REM sleep disorder is not the lack of REM. It's when the body isn't able to shut down the muscles and go into that state of paralysis. This can result in harm to the self and others. So people with REM sleep disorder still REM, but they act out their dreams. People with this disorder often have to sleep alone in order to accidentally strike their partner. This is not to be confused with sleepwalking. Sleepwalking happens in between the stages of the first 4 cycles of sleep, and it's not actually dreaming. There's no cure, but with proper precautions, people can live a normal life with REM sleep disorder. So we talked about REM sleep disorder and the science behind it, the importance in our daily lives, and why people don't get enough sleep. We all REM. Being aware of our sleep patterns can help make sure we get the REM we need. REM is good for more than just dreams. It helps us in ways most people aren't even aware of, and it does all this while we're asleep. So say thank you to your body and get plenty of sleep tonight.